True. Let me say this right quick. That's all I'm gonna say. Shout out to Mo3's family, his brother. They got you under suspicion too, Cole got it. You're under suspicion too. This is like this is just what I want to do. Like in response to everything I've been dealing with, I'm well aware that True Results has his own goddamn channel. I'm well aware of the fact that I don't care what nobody else doing. I'm aware of the fact that I talk about Mo3 case too. I'm aware of the fact, I'm well of the fact, more well of the fact that I know who I am and I know my motivation for making it this far on YouTube. It was because of what another person called their day ones. I'm well aware of the fact from zero. Yeah, from zero. You know how you count? I think all y'all need to remember before you learned the rules and it was disciplined by YouTube, Google. Cause I don't think y'all know. I don't think y'all know that. I don't think y'all know. Y'all gotta treat YouTube like the two bushes. Y'all gotta treat YouTube like Daddy Bush and Son Bush. And Google is Big Bush, and YouTube is the Son. Yeah, but to make a long story short, everybody should remember who you was, and when you branded your channel, when you before you even knew it was a lifelong business. And don't say that's how y'all treated it. We know everybody had an agendas that's still relevant today. Because I'm gonna give you an exact date. I'm gonna give you an exact date and leave out my part of it on purpose. Like that's proof. Y'all don't know me, I don't know y'all. So what really gets in the way? Just because you got a channel, you think you the supervisor of somebody else's channel? Okay, let me take you back on the journey for everybody, including myself. But myself is the one telling the story. You can relate or you can't relate. I was me, and that covers all of y'all. I was me. Okay, let's do the process of elimination. True results. Not 501c3, because I never be, because I don't want it. Fast forward, I ain't gonna explain why I don't want it. I know, just trust me, I know the definition of the 501c3, and I know the cover, and it covers the churches. So, I'm just saying, True Results, how you think? Matter of fact, I ain't even lost train of thought. I'm gonna tell y'all, for those who, I'm gonna tell the ones that don't know, I'm gonna tell the ones that believe, that trusted my words. I'm gonna trust the ones that press the subscribe button from zero, that I never called subscribers since day one. Called them family. I'm gonna take it back on a journey from zero. I'm talking about me now. True results. It looks like it's a channel name. It looked like True Results. It's a channel. Let me give you a little back history. True Results. It's exactly. I want somebody to tell me when I want to see somebody make a video. I want somebody to prove me wrong if I dare you. Like say like, you ain't gotta play no old ass regurgitated video. But if you talk loud, just take it back to day one, and that covers everybody, every single body. But zero for me, because as I was typing in, because I was motivated for some shit I turned down. The people I surround myself with over the course of making that transition out of going back to jail, selling dope and all this shit, taking all these risks and stuff. Well, I gave up on my money way before. I'm trying to tell you, I'm giving everybody a backdrop of history. So y'all can know. So when y'all say internet gangsters, that's somebody, you gotta see yourself far away. But the moment that you got a channel too, it don't make sense. It don't make sense that it's not respectful. Not respectful because the proof is that you don't know me, I don't know you. But anybody with a damn YouTube channel right now can say they from the streets. Now they give you the way they talk about themselves, it's the same way they talk about everybody else. If you ain't keeping it really real, your channel should be able to prove it. And it's examples of everything. Everything that's surrounding this Mo3 case, since that's where all the problems coming from. All the problems coming from the Mo3 case, but they're not really even really problems. It's presented like resistance. So in every damn scenario, this is the Mo3 case is where all this separation and determination to not conglomerate. Who made two sides? Is it because Mo3 died in Dallas? That wouldn't have been no problem, because the argument is talking about celebrities, conspiracy theories, or just talking about trending topics. You know what I'm saying? But see, this ain't no Wendy Williams type shit for this new age. YouTube and Google ain't got nothing to do with what we created. How we think we carved out. Nah, I got caught up in a matrix. But it presented itself a problem. True story. My first video was a COVID video. This is my third time saying that. YouTube, my motherfucking 8 hours that it took me to present it, because to me, that's the only thing I can do. I'm anti-social media. I always have been. Hence, I just told y'all, rewind the video. It took convincing. You know what I'm saying? The people I surrounded myself with, like, you're a great motivator, and you a leader, and you got a life story. Social media is the best. I'm like, damn. I say check my social media accounts, because people don't even remember that social media on any platform, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, hasn't even had a chance to even reach their potential yet. It's like a brand new baby with a lot of potential, and people are taking data. The big boss is taking data. That's who you work for. They're taking data, and then they're taking data off. Especially this separation that we got on what I mean. So everybody's split the way I look at it, because once again, I always will have to say, in order for my delivery to be really real, I mean, shit, I done broke it down and told, I mean, I always share with people. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got an identity on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? And then I got videos. I'm sorry that anybody can just tap into some current shit. But then you always got to go back on every damn channel and see the first video that each and every one of us made. And then you'll know the first time. Because you'll see, before the big heads, before they got comfortable with their persona, and before they started trying to dictate, before you got to lose real later in life. If you lose real later in life, I mean, you got somebody on here too later in life. If it was based on how y'all think y'all control, if you got 6,000 subscribers that's tuned in to you gotta be you losing your way of keeping it real because you refuse to talk about what you see. In order to keep it real, you gotta scour around. You gotta look at everybody that talks some shit, and people get y'all. The realest people on YouTube always got the same explanation. Everybody else internet gangsters. But what if you ain't trying to be gangster? And then it's narrowed down to the point when you hear the regurgitated name of remember, this is a Wendy with this is like some Jerry Springer shit in the way they ran a marathon. They ran a marathon. If you ever been on multiple other dudes' channel, and then you had that friends today, enemies tomorrow, friends 2 weeks later, enemies tomorrow. If you ever been made the circulation, if you did a tour on YouTube because another dude realized you went on another dude's channel from out of town. So what's really real is that you ain't sharing you ain't explaining that, but you're talking prematurely about somebody else. And then see, this is where I'm going with it there, because the names, like, I don't like, if I was just talking about myself, but I'm just keeping it real, if I was to, well, it's documented, and I done called the biggest of channels still here. I ain't never killed nobody, and how I came in while I was making the transition. But everything is documented from me on mine. It's not even a channel. Always gonna be the people. It's just it's the way I can reach people. So I brought my heart and my experiences and my triumphs, failures, all that. And then it's documented that I got an identity because of what I share. So if I can share the scrub in me to let y'all know, I don't like no people to tune in from something that's current and leave a comment unless you done went back 5-6 pages. See my first video. You gotta know the one that you gotta know how it started for me to tell you about YouTube, but everything is documented. But to fast forward it, I mean, and what I see on YouTube, because I can say the people that I see on YouTube associated in the middle of the same shit that I am in the middle of, and it's true to their word. They'll be just like me. But you don't never, you know what I'm saying? Like, you sing them when you sing. But to keep it real, let's keep it real. But to keep it real for the things that all these channels don't understand, to keep it real with yourself. And then, shit, use this video as a motivation to see. Because if y'all keep spitting out conglomeration, that's documented too. You taking the most hated. We see all this. Everybody sees what they see. So keep it real and say, but you can't keep it real. But that is keeping it real if it's a scam. If you know people, if you just pick like Mo3, that's why it's out of control, because with Mo3, it's King Bone. King Bone was like days before Mo3. But why is Dallas and Mo3 and not King Bone? They both allegedly dead. I gotta say that in this time, because I eliminate that allegedly stuff. I say this is my personal opinion, because I don't mess with Webster. And then I can say the same thing the way I mix up words, but I ain't pimping though. I just know Webster don't have no universal, so all that allegedly stuff that people still say today, when I came in, I said it too. It's all documented. But if you don't know the person behind the channel, and in a lot of people's ways, if I ain't ego tripping, and if you ain't the reason why, if I discredit the April Fools about that conglomeration shit, I done seen that 4 or 5 times. I always have to pay attention. I was like, the same way I seen the failures. Let's just make one big pounder. Let's just make a new clubhouse. This person. These are all the people that's still here on YouTube. 3-4 times in a row, it collapsed. One person presented, another person said, I ain't messing with him. But actually, we're talking about, you don't leave nobody else off. If I'm on YouTube, if you real, then I'm real. I'm really real too. That says we don't talk. So the way y'all watch numbers, I had to learn that too. But y'all can't force me to watch numbers if I am who I am. See, y'all playing the short game. I'm playing. I just genuinely care. So it ain't even a game to me. Okay. Whoever plays chess on YouTube out of the gangsters, that will let me know. Because if you got that much, if you realer than me, and I'm faker than you, I don't want to be real. I don't have a desire to be real. I don't want to be real no more. Too many real fake ass dudes that I don't even say. It's not my job. I just know in the city of Memphis, if you underestimate somebody, you don't see the look back. You don't see the khaki pants and the white school uniform. That's for to blow your brains out in Memphis, though. So we don't underestimate nobody. And then as we go everywhere we go, I was in Texas. I told y'all for 10 years. That's where I got my. That's when I got to connect. 1, 2, 3. I'm talking about the first. Well, 10 years. I mean, I was in Memphis before, and I ventured out. I've been to Miami. I had to find the plug in the game. But when I found the plug, I ain't got to tell y'all about the apartments and everything. I'm just saying. That's me destroying. Even though I was a Black Robin Hood in Texas. I'm just saying Texas. So if I'm talking, if a Dallas person here it is, an Austin person here it is, a Round Rock person here it is, we know what Killeen is. That's the Army base. That's it. Yeah, we know what that is. Georgetown, San Antonio, all of that. And I stayed right out the damn corridor. You know what I'm saying? Anybody in Austin know about Romberg? Yeah, I was under the bridge. I was under the goddamn overpad with them beans up in there. As I owned the damn Jack in the Box right next door. If anybody in Austin know about Romberg, you know what the Jack in the Box is? Yeah, that was me. And you know the hotels, and you know the Super 8. I don't know. Yeah, all of that is me. All of that was me. From Memphis. They call me Memphis too, because there was another Memphis dude. This is Austin, Texas, by the way. And so you got to take these stories. I got to tell y'all the hints. It's not a breakdown of my story, but it just proves that, shit, if you don't know me and I don't know you, you can't stand next to me because you probably you got to premeditate it in your mind, choosing yourself as the realest one. But you see me just like I see you. The one that talk the loudest and speak the most, I want you to do that. I want you not to say my name. I don't want you to say True Results with no because everything happened behind the scenes. That's what emails. But nobody ever tap. In order to take a journey on the channel, you should go on the channel and then go straight over there to the right and you'll reach the about section. The about section is going to give you a specific date because Google don't play. And then it's gonna take somebody to find it to say somebody's name like my channel, and they be like, no results. I said that on purpose. Shout out to the nigga that said it. But how you said it and why you said it, because you the darn one. So don't let me drive you to the point of insanity and let me explain what I ain't got to explain. But no result from no results. That's just something that somebody else said. But how I pick you was chosen as number one on YouTube for me. So, and then I had a number 2, 3, and 4. I never read. I made it. I had a number 1 and number 2. They know who they is because of the circumstances. Everything is documented. Ask yourself or take a journey, and then I'm still here. They still here. You can't kill nobody with no emoji if you ain't trying to kill nobody. But you gotta understand what you portraying. And so I know you ain't sensitive because you too gangster. So for number 1 is the truth. You ain't see my description. Back then I was having words before. I was having words, the red curtain. If anybody chooses to go back and go flip the script back to True Results first, yeah, you'll see I stopped doing that. But my red curtain explained that. Alright, look, homie, don't take this personal, but I chose you as number 1 based on history and depth. So I'm like, be a gentleman, gangster, and spar with a nigga. Because just like in the rap game. But obviously, that nigga didn't get the memo. And you a 40-something-year-old rapper wannabe. Was a failed rapper, younger B. And then you don't understand. And then, yeah, that really happened. And then number two, I did what I did with no explanation. Everything I ever did. These are what I would have did better had I didn't have to learn the game. But just like going out of town and trying to find a connect, shit ain't the same. I ain't in the comfort zone in Memphis, Tennessee. So I had to move strategically. And on internet, I had resistance before. I quit when YouTube did what they did. So I can't be I can't be me. But I use it as motivation. But see, number 1, number 2, as hard as they want to be, don't prove it to me if you hold some 4-1-5-0 stuff about some videos I made and you ain't see the red curtain with the explanation to tell you this is just sparring, homie. Like, yeah, I had that. Yeah, y'all, you ain't ask yourself who number 1, number 2 in my choice, because they still here. I mean, if you had your number, y'all number 1 and 2 in December 2020 when I came on. So I know well aware of what I'm talking about. And then see all that motherfuckers sitting up talking shit. Y'all got 2 different scripts. See, this is how you learn the game. You got one that pick up the phone since day 1 and introduce himself by himself. Everybody else came aboard for number 1. Well, at least I know number 1 because he's still here with the big head, still alive to this day. It's like you wasn't like me when I chose you. That was my motivation. And then number 2 had a different format of before reaction shit, before these labels, fake ass label by the way. First of all, you're lazy and you're crazy to be talking your resume You a videographer, well then produce some shit. Go to the editing room. That's number two. Number two, play everybody else's videos. First reaction videos or whatever. Number two, retaliated when I shot my shot at him. You ain't gotta ask me why 4 months later. Don't be so hard and ask and hold some shit, let some shit build up in your stomach 4 months later. And it's hot as hell. That's why I keep wiping my shit, sweating as hell. But number two, don't let the shit build up 4 months later. And then when you finally start trolling, I see you like I see everything else. When number two start trolling, and I'm leaving the names out on purpose, but go back in history. I mean, yeah, I know who's the number two is the reaction. Who's the only person that's on YouTube that played everybody else's work and was doing getting hella numbers before. I still to today don't care about numbers. I don't care about numbers. You was chosen. So y'all know who number one too. Number one is the big head with the camera phone. Still to the day, that's the format. Number one, don't fact check. Number one had too many conspiracy theories. Number two was chosen because he had a different format. But then I ain't like the name that match up with the dye in the hair. And so I'm like, let me just check. Let me just do some sparring. Like, you're going to respond to it. But since you over there and I'm over here, obviously it ain't no gangster stuff. And number two responded. He responded by taking one of my videos and doing what he do in his format, and then let the whole video play, and then chose one little moment. And the moment that he told was like, we listened to all this, and he was supposed to tell us about what happened on somebody else's stuff. Not even knowing. I know the rules. I don't have to be no snitch. I ain't never snitched in there in one of my videos, whether it's Mo3, Kewon, or whatever. We know the rules. Because if it ain't been already threw out there, and then since I know the rules so well, I had to learn the rules. See? You see? And I'm just saying that to say, there will be no conglomeration without separation of what are we doing and who are we not talking about and who we talking about. All that rah, making videos. You're going to get some views for this, and that's what y'all like to say. But then, I'm trying to tell you, come from what number one and number two, they could have killed me if they could have killed me. I was zero. Y'all just, I chose y'all, so retaliate. But if y'all want to get rid of me, if I was a threat, if I wasn't a threat back then, and then you couldn't stop me, and that's the beauty of being so intimate, is that I don't have to put on a show, and I don't have to go live. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to go live. And then I ain't watching numbers still to this day. And so I gotta teach people, and that's how I came in the game. So y'all read between the lines. And if you don't believe what I'm saying, just tell me who number one and number two, because they got names too. They don't get a pass for holding that stuff well up inside their tummies and trying to, you respond. But don't save it, flavor save it, and then don't double down. Especially number two came up on the platform for some old stuff. I'm like, why? You ain't over there yet? Because I ain't did nothing. I never was a threat. It's too sensitive. That's some more to the story. So all the gangster stuff is for the streets. These are the rules. So you can't be both if you sensitive like that. Retaliate via social media or let it go. That's true, man. I'm on it, y'all.